Hello everybody, today I will show you my survival world. I will show you how much progress I made, what I built, what cars I made, what contraptions I made, and what I basically have. Today I will show you this world, the recent one. I have played more than 9 days. I will show you how much this is in hours, um, how much days, in-game days, we'll see now. Just a bit of loading. First of all, I can say there is a lot of things happening, so you cannot expect full 60 FPS or more. Sorry, I fell. It's a great idea to show you my tree, my home tree. First of all, I built the little staircase around the tree, like a spiral or like a suspension coil. I was getting there on this rock, just jumping on it, going full up until the end, and I was starting to build my staircase here on the max level. It was made out of junk metal, the scrap metal, not the scrap metal, but the rusty one from the around the warehouses. And then I built the carpets, like not not so recent, but much more later. Here I wanted to build a cafeteria or some place to have a view, to drink, to make some burgers, but I made so much vegetables and milk and fruits, and I didn't even try to make those burgers, so I just was eating those raw vegetables. Also, I just was taking those chairs to make the restaurant from the warehouse, but I didn't find a way to use them, so I just was leaving them there. Going higher, here's my main floor, main base. I have a lot of boxes of clothes, but I cannot use them anymore. I have a full wardrobe. I have everything. How to turn our camera? Yeah, like this. So basically, here's my character. A bit of junky placement there. As you can see, I have a lot of clothes. I have, I think, almost everything, or just everything. I was trying to open every single box I found, so there is nothing to open anymore. I was just collecting them. Just toilets I found, the street lights I made, not the street lights, but just the lights, high lamps, I would say. Very big storage, 2 crafting bots, craft bots, full crafting bots, fully upgraded. Everything is connected, so I can craft everything I want, and it will go instantly there. So in the same storage, I can use it instantly, or just take it instantly, like this. Mainly I have just the materials, nothing else. A lot of seeds, a lot of suspension I found from the legendary chests, or how do they call them. A lot of seeds, a lot of engines, everything. A lot of controllers. The bathtub I found on the field. The wheels I made. The lights around the warehouse. The radios I found there from those chests, legendary. A lot of cotton, tubes, the burnt wood, or how do they call it? Ash, ember. Okay, a lot of burnt wood. I was just going there farming for an hours. This thing, this is a walk crate, a dead cow from the warehouse. I think if you were there in the warehouse, you saw them not around the warehouse but inside of it. Especially at the last floors, you can see it very often. You can steal it, as you can see, you can steal it. I stole every single one from every single warehouse I have. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention my days. 584 days. I have 16 beacons. Those green heads are the warehouses I completed. Earlier it was blue, so I was able to see what is not completed, which warehouses are still available to clean, as you can say. This is my home. Uh, those fire camps or fireplaces, these fires are very far away. Those are places when you can see a lot of farm bots. It's like a burnt wood biome, but there is a bit less wood and a lot of rocks. And there you can see a lot of burnt farm bots, a lot of their corpses, and the alive farm bots. You can shoot a lot of them, kill a lot of them, and earn those warehouse key. As you probably don't know, those warehouse keys are are impossible to break. I've made my whole farm fence out of those keys, so the farm bot cannot kill it, cannot smash it, cannot break it. I will show you these places a lot, not a lot, a bit later. This place I don't remember. This is a chemical, that one chemical plant, not the average one, but that one that is on the edge of the map, where you can see the farm bot and a lot of toad bots, those green ones. That I also don't remember what it is. This is probably the second one, broken ship from our mechanic. Not the mechanic station, but the clone of our ship when we got in this world. I will show you this later. Fortunately, I have the flying machine, so I will show you this. I can show you this. These cards I made for the glow bugs. I will go on this bridge, place this card somewhere in the middle of the lake, and find the glow bugs. I will just swim up, place them in the car, and just go there, go up, and I can freely place my carton for them to eat. This is much faster than catching them one by one. This is more efficient. Also, they do not disappear so fast, so I can go catch another one, have like 10 glow bugs here, place skyscraper made out of cardboard, and have a lot of their golden poop or whatever, the glow poop, this one. And I can later make a lot of explosives. I do not have them anymore. I use them in the warehouse. As you can see, I made a bridge half length of the lake. There is a small island. I made it a little more bigger, built my blocks to make it like a resort or something, and I built the space elevator. It reaches the end of the world, its limit, when you have the invisible wall up there. I will show you also. This is my mini cart, just for driving. This is also useful on this bridge. This is narrower than the bridge, so I can drive there almost with no problems. This is my other bridge to reach my base. Let's drop the cart. We'll see you later. Oh no, okay. This bridge I built like 100 or 200 days before our current moment. Built a little architectural engineering thing, some truss, some supports to look at more realistic. Those signs are also available from the warehouse. You can steal them too, but you should be very careful because you can break them. Not by the hammer, but the explosives when you try to detach it from the wall in the warehouse. There are blue and orange one in every warehouse. Those two. As you know, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, somewhere around this number of warehouse. So you can basically have 18 those displays or whatever this is. They work as a light. Also, you can paint them, but they do not paint like fully. But they emit light of the color you chose. This elevator, I wanted to build it instantly as I built my home. As you can see, we can use it freely. Unfortunately, the cart doesn't fit there, but you can still place your glow box and transport them here, drop them here. They do not go there. They just live there, eat their cardboard, enjoy the view. Also, I have here the honeycombs, or just the honey, as you can say. I just break it on my daily routine, collect the honey, make the wheels for my cars. Now I can show you my cars. This is my first and ever built truck, not the car. I didn't even build the car. We and the friend just built our tricycle, trike, or how you can call it. Just bike with 3 wheels. During that moment, when the friend was exploring and collecting the resources, I was collecting the metal, refining it, and already building the truck. This is very beautiful truck, I think, built on a solid piece of metal. The frame. It has one full gas tank, a lot of chests, a lot of resources stolen from the warehouse, some extra reserve food or drinks in case I die, some warehouse keys, very simple suspension, which actually works great. The mechanism for collecting the water, when I press the button, it goes from the end waits a little, rotates it, and activates the collecting system. It collects the water, or the oil we need, or the chemicals. There is an oil pond, or how you can call it. There is a chemical pond. There is a water, and you can just check it or collect it. And when you're done, you can just turn it off. It will go back in its place, and you can go and drive anywhere you want without making a huge water tank or whatever you want. You can just build this simple one thing. Also, we have the ramps for our those traders in their cages, in their round cages. I just drop the ramp and find some traders and push them on the ramp. Store them there, like this. Make a little cage to hold them. And they stay here without any bugs or glitching from the truck. Just make it a little bigger than their cages, and they will have some room to move, not to glitch in the truck. This truck is very fast, it can handle good speeds, a lot of food crates, a lot of food crates. We have our seat for a friend, our bed to make a respawn point. This is very useful for our warehouses, to raid them, to wake up after every day's there in the truck and rush again. Here we have our little firebird, our trophy, our talisman. Unfortunately, or I would say fortunately, I did not make a moving bonnet, or I think I forgot the real word for it, a trunk or the bonnet. The front part of the truck, when you can move it up or in the sides. I did not make it because it is really dangerous. If you ram into the farm bot, it can just stick to your truck somewhere here and just blow up. This did happen to me in my last world, in other world. So I just stick to the plan to not using this movable thing, so I can just ram up into the farm bots without any problems. This is the other truck that my friend made. He was playing the scrap mechanic for the first time, so do not judge him, please. This is actually a very interesting truck. It also was intended to have a lot of storage. The same amount of space on the bed for the food crates. So we basically had the same beds to carry those vegetables and the fruits. This is very simple truck, but I've made the suspension here and here. Basically the same suspension I made here, and it was enough for us to raid the warehouse, to raid the that big city, scrap city, or how do you call it? This is my rock grinder or rock breaker, how you can call it. I made this very wide to break a lot of stones at one moment, and when you just break those rocks, you can just go forward and it will just collect it underneath, collect it in those two big collectors on the side, on this side. So you basically have a big buffer, a big reserve boxes for it to collect. So you can basically move and dig a lot of rocks and not be waiting for it to refine. And we have two refineries at the back and the front to refine everything we have. We have a lot of metal, scrap metal, stones, everything, and the same here. Some extra fuel here, bed here, warehouse keys. When I found the bots, I do not skip them, I kill them every time. Two engines, one for the driving, one for the drills, and basically that's it. The engines are empty. Okay, but the tank is okay. And as you can see, every single, not every single, but most of the drills work. Those at the corners work only if I actually drive, because they usually do not touch any rock, and I just can use it the time I actually drive into the rock, or when I'm just touching it with those corners. We also have a very white light, so I can see in the night or in the very dark locations. Very white, as I said. We can see every single rock. Max brightness, max everything. Here is my little British tank. I was trying to make a charioteer tank, but I don't think it looks like that. It's just any normal, you can say even the American tank, usually in the desert, when they painted like the type of yellow beige color. It has electric engines because of those wheels. As you know, you cannot use the gas-powered engines because the wheels will go very crazy because it has two bearings. These wheels are not powered because the engines are not capable anymore. They don't have any slots, unfortunately, for those extra wheels, so I did not make anything for them. This is my reserve tank, reserve storage, capacitor, battery, in case this breaks or I forgot to charge it. It has three engines. Yes, one from one side, one for the other, and one for going the driving, just the driving, back and forth. Yes. Here's our shooting button, light button. We have two lights there on the turret and on the main chassis. Two spot containers or ammunition boxes. Wide wheels, of course. Here we have our driver's seat and the guy responsible for the shooting, the turret guy. As we can see, this tank is very fast. I would not say fast, but just quick. Instant movement. Of course, it has tank steering. It goes pretty much. This is a max speed, so you cannot expect something fast. Oh, here you go. Our base has unloaded. I can show you in normal FPS. This tank is pretty much fast, I would say. And you have your third guy. It moves by VASD, so basically normal controls until this angle. This is basically a steering hinge, steering bearing with the position lock. And for the pitch of the gun, we have our controller and the one button for shooting. How did I make this? This driver, no, the third guy, operates this steering hinge for the turret. So basically you use A and D to operate and steer the turret. And the second output goes to the controller. And you just make very small angle in the loop and very fast speed to actually rotate the not rotate, to move it upwards or downwards. You will probably say, why don't you make 5 degrees or 10 degrees? Let me show you. This will make those steps. It makes those steps every 10 degrees. And as you can see, the gun just moved by itself somewhere around 20-30 degrees. And if I try to move it downward, I'm holding, and now it is just at 0. So it basically, there is no middle position between it. I move it up, and now it cannot be any lower except this 0. That's why we need very small numbers to move it. And now if I hold it down, it just goes to the 0. So basically the closest number after this 10. So that's why we need those 1 or 2 or 3 degrees, which one you want, and the fast, because that's basically already very slow because of those 2-3 angles, degrees. Let's go back. Very strange steering because of this power. Here's our base again. Okay, it will be easier just to drop it somewhere here. This is my replica of a very old Soviet truck, 8-wheel drive. All wheels have power. Let me drop it on the floor because every single truck is connected here to have more performance. So this is its normal riding height. Here is our trunk again, or the bonnet, or engine, 2 gas tanks, and that's it. It actually doesn't waste so much fuel as the average Soviet truck does, so it's not that accurate, as you can say. Also, it has a lot of storage, mainly empty, because I usually take this truck to go to the burnt forest to collect this food, or I use those pumps to pump the water. Let me show it to you. How to get it? Yeah, this one. It goes the same way, the same method, and collects it 2 times faster because there are 2 pumps and 2 times more, but you can always enter the chest, collect it, and put it in those chests. So basically you can have a full truck of oil, of chemicals, and make a lot of cement or anything you want, or fuel. Here is our little crafting station with 2 connected ways, so it can use the same materials it crafted. Here we have our fuel, some edges, or just some blocks, and you can use it anywhere you go. This is very useful thing. Here's our seat. As you can see, again, driver seat and the front seat, the passenger seat, and the bed behind me to make a respawn point, to sleep, to respawn, and to not lose the truck. Again, the same big bed for the cargo, also compatible with the food boxes, not the food boxes, but the food crates, the vegetables, the fruits. Let me connect it back. Yep, you can feel the performance, like 5 FPS more. Here's my wood cutting truck, little guy. I wanted to make it the same, absolutely the same thing as I made the rock cutter, but I just made one because one collector long, because I basically do not cut a lot of wood. I do not need it like in high amount, so I can just drive faster and be a smaller target for my enemies. Here we have another bed, extra fuel, some gas tank, again 2 agents, and our food chests. Also the same white lights on the bearings, our cutting power. It actually works very great against wood if you just go parallel with it. Here you have your big branch and you go just in it, just follow it like a line on the road, like this. It's very efficient and very fast, and your collector just goes and collects it like that. Here I have my first piston powered car, but it's not as great as you expect, as you can think, because of the very weak bearings made in the survival. This engine or any engine you made in the survival does not work like that strong or that good anymore. So you cannot expect something great from these engines anymore in this game mode. But I still can show you how does it work. Let me... Yes. The first button activates the actual engine, the second one reverses it, so basically a gearbox to the reverse. The third one makes the suspension. Let's imagine the pneumatic suspension or the hydraulics. I did not make anything special with the front suspension. I did not make any power for it because it was a lot of work, a lot of things to make this engine work. So I basically did not have any idea how to do it. So let us drop. Let's activate our engine and let's take a ride. Okay, reverse. Here you go. Let us go away and unload this base again. This engine actually works if if your car is not that heavy and there is no resistance or heavy load on it. But you can always make a bigger engine or any configuration you want to make it actually handle it. As you can see, it's fast enough or strong enough to kill or just move the robots from their way. This is fast enough car, I would say. This is something you can use to leave the place if you just need to explore something. Okay, and now it doesn't work. Some local guy is angry about our contraption. Here is my little bridge. Not so little, but I would say I wasted a lot of resources to make it. Because my whole territory has a big ridge or big rocks surrounding it, so I should go anytime I would say every time I needed to go half a circle to go into my base. And now I have just a straight direction, straight road to go there. As you can see, it doesn't have any power to handle this, I think, 30 degrees great road. Let me go back. So basically I abandoned this creation because I cannot push any more power from this. It is just weak. Let me show the actual configuration. This is the Dremel gears. As you can see, when the car rolls, those component kits move and increase the speed of those little pipes. Let's see. As you can see, the game cannot catch it so fast. It also sometimes it catches and the car goes very fast. Now it catches mostly and increases the output speed on the shaft. All the speed goes to the rear drive. Here we have our bearings, our joint. and the actual joint and not a gear to connect it to the wheels. This is actually fully connected shafts. This and this perpendicular shafts are fully connected without any gears that collide. This will be very hard to explain, but I think I can show you it later or in other video, or show you the link how the other guy made it. How did they copy this? How did they get inspired? Let's visit our house again. Okay, let me drop the car again. Put it on its place. Yes. Okay, where is our cart? Here is my very big parking lot. I spent a lot of time and a lot of resources to make it. Also, it has two layers, the rusty metal and the bricks or the cement on it. Because if I place only one layer, the wheels of a truck or any vehicle will just slip under it. It has a very poor collision, so it just jumps on our base, jumps every time. Now let's use our cart and visit our space elevator. Our horn, our lights. Let's go. Lights, a little bridge to make it easier to, if you fall down from the bridge, you can easily get up and not swim around. Here's our artificial island. I would not say artificial, it's just increased in size. This is actually a rock, so basically it was a little island. I did not make it from scratch. Here's our little beach, little place to enjoy the sun, tan yourself. It goes around. We have our observing place where you can enjoy the view. We have our light so you can see everything, and you can go in the circle, go up in any place you want, there and there. And here's our actual elevating machine, elevator or lift. Here we need the, I think, simple 8. Here the first toggle button pushes the wheels into this pile, into this stick, so the wheels have much more grip. As you can see, for example, those wheels, they get compressed and we can actually go up, and it's stuck. What if I change the physics? Okay, advanced works. This is unfortunately the max speed, because if I go any faster, it will just snap off our grid, just glitch somewhere else, and we can just fall. So this is the maximum safe speed. As you can see, as we go higher, everything starts to unload to disappear. Our map becomes smaller and smaller. A bit later it will get almost unloaded. We need to go there. And we still go up, go up. You can see a lot of fields, a lot of hills, a lot of... Here is our trader there. Some forests. Burnt wood, burnt forests. Okay, we're probably halfway there. As you can see, the map starts disappearing around the corners already. As I remember, if you reach the actual end, you will probably see nothing or very small amount of terrain. We will almost see nothing. Here is our little base, watching point. Go up, place our hooks, the actual pistons, to make it hang so it doesn't fall. If you're wondering if I quit the game and load into this world again, or if I fall down and quit the game, this contraption will spawn with the pistons on their default place. So it will detach and will not hold it here. It will just fall down there too. Here's our watching place, our watch point, our tower. It's made out of glass, so you can enjoy any angle, anything you see, anything you want to see. And if you don't believe me, I can place a leaf there and show you. This is the actual end. The world pushes me into the sides, basically because there is an invisible wall. So I basically build it a little lower to have our hooks and the walls and the ceiling. So let us drop, I think. Let us fall. Let us disengage the wheels and let us remove the pistons. And we are falling. This is very fun to experience. If you actually have this in your world, you probably understand it because you spent a lot of time to build it. And engaging your wheels, because if I don't make it, it will just glitch in the floor and it will be very painful to place it back. Here is our little wall made out of those antennas, or how do you call it? those tubes. But before we go there, let me show you the next floors of my tree, of my home. This is much faster than using the staircase. This is our water tank, water pump. It's connected directly to the pump on the water, and if you turn it on, it just pumps the water for you. And when we go higher, we also have our lamps, our lights. This is very useful because I don't remember this game having any flashlight or something. Here's our landing pad with the lights, with our flyer. Fortunately, it has no... Whoa, 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 what's happening? It has... Okay, it has some fuel. Let me prepare it. We'll use it a little later, but it has some lights. Actually works. Rolls and yaws and everything. Okay, something happens again. And we have our staircase higher. Our little exit to the branch. You can enjoy your view here. Climb here like a monkey or something. You can go even higher. Another branch. Have a look at our farm. Or build your mini room here. This will be actually very cozy to build here. And unfortunately the tree splits up there, so I cannot imagine building any higher. I was planning to build a ladder that goes not like a staircase, but just a ladder that goes almost vertically. But I was thinking about it, but I didn't find any useful idea for it. Why should I build it? Okay, let's just jump down. Okay, that was a bad try. Here's our farm, connected to the little pier. Here's our jumping bridge or fishing bridge, or however you can use it. Our water pumps for the farm, 4 big pumps. I was trying to build a realistic tube to connect it to the farm and not just a block, because if you build 2 separate buildings, you cannot actually connect them by the connector. You need to have them as one building. As you can see, talking about those warehouse keys, I built it completely around the farm. So nobody can break it in any point. Also, I used a lot of metal tree because the robots like to climb a little high, and they were often climbing just around it, about, and just entering my farm, breaking it into pieces and eating my precious food. You will probably ask, why do I have those saw blades, those circles? I put them here because the Toadbots and Haybots, they afraid of them. They do not like to be in front of them, to be near them, so every time they try to raid and break, they always get scared and go back like, oh. So basically, they are stuck in the loop. Every time they try to go any closer, they go there, there, and they have a lot less time to actually break the walls. They are scary and keep some distance between the fence. And I have a lot more time to kill them. And if the farm bot comes, he is not afraid of those saw blades, but he still cannot break his own warehouse keys. He breaks them, but nothing happens. They are indestructible, as you can see. Durability at its maximum. They're basically impossible to break. As you can see, surrounding every point, every side, having little ladder here to shoot, defend yourself. I was trying to build it like a old American barn, those red ones. Classic view, classic design. For me it looks very good, beautiful, and not like a factory, or just not like a farm plot with a fence. It actually looks like a farm. Little ladders to enter the roof in case something breaks or you need to paint or rebuild something. A lot of Toadbot trophies because they're crazy guys. Here we have our actual moving contraption, our water things, our chest for collecting, and our seed planters. Here we have our little dirt reserve in case you want to make a bigger farm or just another one. Here we have our another trophy, some radio, some place to sleep, some spots in easy access in case you wake up, have no ammo, have nothing, you can just take it from here and go defend yourself in case you die. Here is our another reserve for seeds. I did not grow any of this. I did not find them any useful. A lot of broccolis because they have a very big nutrition value for the actual food bar, not the drink bar, and the milk. Here we have our potato seeds, our spot seeds, and the cotton seeds. Here is our little monitor for our farm. As lights, I have those signs from the warehouse. I stole it. I mean I took it. And let me turn the lights on. Nope, it's the wrong button. As you can see, very good light, everything is visible, everything is finally bright. Okay, let me move it back. Our seed mechanism. Here's our seed planter, our collector, and the middle of them water pumps, water shooters, or how do you call it? In case you need to replace your seeds, you just move them like that. If you don't know, the seed planters use the first seed that come in this row. So basically, the first slots, it uses the first slots in the first row, and then it uses anything in this, so in this direction. If you want some spots, we need to place them here, so the priority. Let us place some spots and just leave the cotton there. I know it is not enough for me to plant the whole field with those seeds, so it will use the next seeds it has, basically the potatoes. But I will not use it in the full power. Let me just plant some seeds and water for you to see. Okay, this is our seeding mechanism, and this is our watering mechanism. This is our collecting, but we have nothing, so we don't use it. As we can see, plants. Oh wait, this is the wrong button. Turn off some water. This is the actual seeding, the planting. Okay. As we can see, there are our potatoes or cotton, and we can turn it off. And it grows in the combination you want, in any time you want. You can plant them very fast. Currently, we have some problems already. In a short time, our friends will come, so I will show you how to defend yourself. Take some potatoes. Let me drop this water. And we have a short time for our another showcase. So this is our wall. These things you also can find around the warehouse, on top of them. After you kill everybody and reach the end of it, the elevator goes higher on its roof, and those things stand there like a big antennas or a radio. And I collected them and built a little Duga type of thing, like the very big Soviet radio wall. Here is my little unfinished secret base. This is very unfinished base, but I will still show you. He was afraid. Here we take our elevator construction, put it here, sit ourselves, and move down. Here we go under the ground. We are under the ground already. Here's our type of castle corridor call our elevator medieval elevator. As you can see, we are underground already. Here are the roots that you cannot see above the ground. Go down. Some little entertainment. Here we have a almost beautiful view out. Our rocks, our farm, our grass. Nothing interesting. Another lift, elevator. Let's change the physics. And here it should be supposed to be a very big hall room, but I did not finish it yet, or just did not finish it. I've tried to make a stairs already, continuing to the walls here on the sides, like this, and going around here. Here are our trophies of Minecraft Wizards. Very interesting, very beautiful. So basically, nothing else, but a very, very interesting concept. This may be useful in the future updates, because the guys who explode or set a fire, you can just hide everything from them here. And if you want to use a car, you can just drive a car and drop it into the void. As you can see, when you fall, you just spawn above the ground with a warning, but it does nothing. So you can just basically go around and drive safely. Okay, let's wait a little for our raid. I will continue in a bit. Okay, 3 seconds. Everybody comes. We have to wait a little so they actually spawn. Wait, I'm stuck. Okay, let's go kill some guys. I usually go out like that and not visit those stairs. I just kill them instantly. As you can see, this guy was afraid to enter. Look, look. Oh, okay. We will check on other guy. I think nobody is here anymore. Yeah, it was a small production, that's why almost nobody came here. Let's just turn the lights off. I think I will not wait, I will just destroy the farm later, because I don't need it. Wait, I think the spots, I need them actually. A bit later, I will wait for the morning right now. I will use the flyer and show you those completed warehouses and what I did in them. And what actually I took, what I did, what I completed. Also, I will show you those burnt forests with those farm bots. Those are just not the average forests. Those are the scrapyards, I would say. Okay, I'll see you in the morning. Okay, here comes the sun. We can start going finally. Let's activate some beacons. What is the nearest forest here? Okay, Let's go. Almost forgot how to use it. Firstly, I think I will visit the warehouse, the nearest warehouse. I will show you what did I break, how to get something, or which special things you can actually steal and use in your building. Almost forgot how to use it. Okay, that's good enough. Here are our propellers from the cooling system. I will show you also. If you also didn't know, the elevator actually doesn't move. It's just the moving walls, the moving textures. Here you can probably imagine the fan spinning around like this. But if you put an elevator here, put some explosives and break them, it will just explode here, and the fan will not explode because this is an other object put on a bearing. They are indestructible. It will just fly around here. You can just catch it and push it with your hammer like this to your elevator, because you cannot break anything here, even if it's already detached from the warehouse. So you just push everything in the elevator and break it when it's already outside. There is everything possible. Here is our shortcut to the box room, to our secret chests. You can just go from the elevator, turn left, it's always left, and place some explosive here. Or if you come in from the actual downside, from the original elevator, from the start, you usually come from there and visit this room, collect everything, and just make a big pass of going to the elevator. But you can always visit this room, collect everything you have, everything you want, drop here, and place an explosive where you have those type of pallets with the ramps. There will be some cracks in the walls and unfinished columns like this. You place the elevator, the lift, and your explosive here, somewhere around here, and blow it up, and you will have instant way to your elevator. Also, you can just break those pillars, those beams, just here. Like, let's see on this. You just put an elevator, your explosive here, start blowing it up, move it up so it explodes in the middle of the beam. It will be broken here. You break it on the other side, and it will usually drop down. So you have like this. So you will have an easier ramp like this. But if you actually broke it, but it's not falling down, it's because of those tapes. It counts as a map object. So you need to break every single tape connected to this beam. It usually hangs around here. So if there's any tape hanging off the beam, you should break it, and it will fall instantly as soon as there's nothing else. you usually enter here for your boxes, and as you can see, I have them too, because they spawn every, I think, every 2 or 3 days, but it may be faster. I will not collect them because I will not save the world. And there is an encryptor, or there are basically two things that encrypt this warehouse. The one is blue and the one is orange. As you can see, the one shines as blue. Usually you can just place your elevator here, your explosive here, you will have a very big hole there, and if you don't see any object, any special object there, you just go further, place another one, and blow it up. Usually in 2 or 3 explosives you will see an encryptor there. Unfortunately, it is not useful, I think, but it's intended to encrypt this warehouse. The lore says it's making it's restricting the players to break the objects here, but I broke and stole both of them. As you can see, this is what you can see. This is the object that will hang on the wall. Just you place an explosive right in front of it or right behind it, and it will just come off the wall. Also, you can just push it around, steal it the same way you stole this fan, and go the same way to the elevator and go home with it, like a trophy. This wall, I did not reach it because I ran out of explosive, but there is another one, the blue one. Let me show you those cow crates I was showing you. Usually you use this long way with those ramps, those staircases, and before the elevator you will have this floor, and if you break the wall here, you will have one cow crate here, and one cow crate somewhere here. You push it the same way with the hammer to the elevator, like this, like this, like this. You push them into the hole, roll them on the ramp, and push them to the elevator, and collect them when you're outside already. And if you go up, there will be a crate towards the remember. No, here probably no, but you can correct me. Whoops. Though there are those red tape bots with an explosive. Here should be another cow crate, so you can just drop it here and move it into the hole you made, or if you don't have any explosive, you can just push them there, and go the long way to the elevator. But every single warehouse I visited already has every single hole and explosion, so I basically have everything from every warehouse. The banners from the warehouse that I was showing you, they are a little more difficult to obtain because you need a more precise position for your elevator and the explosives. I can show you this later in other videos, but I cannot just show it to you with my imagination. Okay, let's visit the scrapyard, or how you can call it. They are usually at the corners or somewhere around the middle of your map. You may probably don't know, but the map is kind of small. It's not unlimited. It's kind of small, like a cube. And those places are usually at the corners. Often it's usually 3 corners, not 4. If you're coming here, you can see the burnt forest, and it's usually with the cliffs. It's not a flat forest. There are very big cliffs and a lot of farm boats. I will recommend you to use a flyer and not a car, because they will find your car and break it very fast. You can use the same way I found the rock and land here with your flyer. Here you can go, attack your farm boat, and when he dies, you just collect your components and warehouse key. There are sometimes those boxes, but you should not expect them everywhere. They are usually green, so basic ones. As you can see, there are a lot of farm boats. There are a lot of burnt ones. You can go there also. Somewhere every third day, I will say. They respawn and you can kill them and collect your warehouse keys for your defense. Or you can even make your car chassis from them. They will never be broken. So basically, somewhere around 10 farm bots on every burnt scrapyard, burnt a forest. I usually make a route for myself and visit it like a routine. Land here, go like here and around, and come here when I kill them all, and just fly to the next one and the next one. And that way I collected a lot of warehouse keys. That's how I made it, that's how I achieved it. So basically, that's the most of the interesting places, points of interest. But I still can show you the extra thing on my truck. Okay, let's make a pause and I will continue when I'm already on the base. Okay, we are home now. The extra thing I will show you on my truck is this. This is a fruit dispenser, or the food dispenser. Instead of building those machines in front of those collectors, you can put it on your truck on the height you want, or the closest height to those receivers, and put some fruits there or vegetables. Unfortunately, I cannot show you because I have none, but you just drive up there. Here is, for example, your collector. Unfortunately the wrong height, but imagine it. You just ride to it, press your button, and you can shoot your fruits out from your truck. You do not need any machines or contraptions out there. You can place it on your truck, one chest, and put everything there. Or just in your any other chest. As you can see, I can use all of them. Just put it there and shoot it right into the receiver. This is very useful contraption. This is very useful truck. This one doesn't have it, but I don't need it anymore, so but it was very useful. Okay guys, I will probably finish my showcase. This is everything I have, everything I could actually show you, everything interesting. So maybe we'll see us in the next video. So goodbye.